Hey, what's up, YouTube family? How are you doing? I just got up from work. It's already 6 o'clock in the evening and it's still very bright here. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about something. Let's just roam around here and check out the view first. Look at that one. That's MBS. You know, working here in Singapore is not as easy as you think. It's not a bed of roses. Others might think that we're just having a great time, not thinking about what's gonna happen in the long run. Today, I'm gonna share with you what I did with my salary during my first few years here in Singapore. More details coming up. Okay, let's talk about that one. That's quite a serious topic we have here. And during my first year here in Singapore, it was a bit of a struggle because I was adjusting with the expenses here, about the prices here. I always convert my expenses with my currency way back in the Philippines. Before I got here, I got a lot of payables like monthly expenses at home. I have to pay for my house amortization, credit card. Those are the things that always on my mind that I need to settle. Every payday here in Singapore, I always make sure that I have to prioritize my unpaid bills way back in the Philippines because it's so hard to live a happy life if you're in debt. I make it a point that I need to pay that one first before I buy unnecessary things for myself, like those cell phones and those other gadgets. My main objective is to be able to pay those unpaid bills and loans. When I got here in Singapore, my first priority was to simply settle all my unpaid bills. And most of all, I want to settle my house. Because you know, if anything happens here with my job in Singapore, when I go back home, I still have a house to live in. I have to rent a house or whatever the case is. With my discipline and extreme savings, I was able to pay off my house in 4 years time instead of paying it for 20 years. That's what the loan is. If anything happens, then it's our house. It's not gonna be the bank's house. For me to be able to discipline myself, my wife always reminds me of what is the real purpose that I'm working here in Singapore. So without that one, I think I won't be able to save money and discipline myself to be able to complete that amortization for the house in a short period of time. So in order for me to compensate some of the expenses that I am having here in Singapore, I always find ways to find extra cash flow in my account. If you only rely on your salary, then it's not enough. So don't limit yourself with just waiting for your payday, and you can do a lot of things. You can do online transactions, whatever. Be creative in your entrepreneurial mind. Make use of the internet now, okay? And also, one thing that I'm having a priority with is my emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is necessary just in case something might happen to me. We cannot tell what are the things that might happen. At least you have an emergency fund, so anytime you need extra cash, you have something to spend. It's a must to have an emergency fund. And after I settled my house amortization, I was able to attend a financial awareness program here in Singapore. With that program, I was able to expand my thinking about investment. Instead of buying those unnecessary things like liabilities and things I won't appreciate, I was educated to invest on hard assets. It was a struggle at first, and as we progressed in learning a lot of things about financial education, then me and my wife were able to adjust and decide which asset to buy and what kind of assets to buy so that we can invest our money wisely. And as what Robert Kiyosaki says, that you must know the difference between asset and liability. So if you invest too much on your house, and if your house is not putting money in your pocket, then it's a liability. If you can buy some properties that will put money in your pocket, then that's an asset. Okay, that's what I've learned. Well, in a first world country, you can find a lot of interesting things, like more electronic things here, electronic devices that are developed every day. Almost every month there are new gadgets that are being released and announced. If you focus yourself on acquiring those things, then you might not be able to maximize your money's potential. Buy a cell phone now, then after a month there's a new one being released, then your old cell phone will just simply depreciate. If you haven't got a chance to watch my video about the expenses that we're having here in Singapore, you can check out the link here, or you can check out the link below. One incident that I was able to benefit on my emergency fund when I had my accident, which broke my arm. So I met an accident way back last year, that was 2018. If you haven't seen that one, you can check out this one on how I broke my arm last time. If I didn't have that emergency fund, I would probably go back to square one and have a loan and you know, have a medical loan and have those expenses. In my case here, in order for me to be compensated with my company's insurance, I have to shed out some money first in order for me to be able to settle the bill. So I didn't have my operation here. I only had my operation in the Philippines because it's much more affordable there rather than here. Probably here it's 5 times more or 6 times more. So if I didn't have that emergency fund, then I would be back to debt again. Having an emergency fund is a priority. Don't forget that one. Put it on your checklist. Have an emergency fund at least 6 months of your salary. That's good enough. Okay, just in case there's something happens. You know, this year, me and my wife was able to settle one big liability, which is our car. You know, car is not an asset, but I know somebody that thinks that his car is an asset. But if you convert your car into like a taxi or into a Grab car, then it can be an asset because it's putting money in your pocket. So we'd like to thank our creator for giving us the provision to settle that liability bill. One thing, if I didn't discipline myself to think twice before buying some things, then I won't be able to generate that amount. And lastly, when it comes to monetary things, don't forget to give your tithes or give your offering to your church. Any church, just give back. It's good to give back for all the blessings that you receive. Okay? So if you're visiting Singapore, don't forget to visit the Marina Bay Sands. And right across is the Esplanade. Some pronounce it Esplanade. Peninsula Plaza is over there. Singapore is a well-developed country. Ah, that's the favorite Makan Sutra over there. That's that one. One of the food shops that you need to visit here. Makan Sutra. So it's almost 7 o'clock in the evening and it's still bright. I hope I was able to share some of my experiences here, working here in Singapore for about almost 10 years now. And to those of you who are working here or those who are planning to work here in Singapore, always remember and focus on your purpose why you are working here. And also, working here in Singapore is just temporary. So you have to make use of your time while you are working in this prosperous country. So how about you? Do you have any experiences there that you want to share? You can just type in the comment section below. All right, and to those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button. And also, if you want to share this information to your friends who are planning to work in Singapore, just go ahead and share this link to them. Let them subscribe to my channel, okay? And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Blaire_Bustillo. And if you want to be notified of my upcoming videos, just go ahead and click on that notification bell. Alright? And for those of you who are watching, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next upcoming vlog. Bye-bye! I've seen the biggest emoji in town. So smile, okay? Don't forget to smile. There's a lot of them here. Huh? Laughing out loud, 3D boy, sleepyhead, and most of all, the money emoji. This is money emoji. I don't know what emoji is this. I still have a lot of. This is full of emoji. Emoji world. This is right here at the Marina Square. Hey man. Oh, crystal ball. It's the birthday of Singapore. Happy birthday! I wonder what this word means. I wonder why. You're having trouble pronouncing the letter R. Try pronouncing Pororo Park. Pororo. Having an emergency fund is the priority. Yeah, having an emergency, that kind of month, I won't be able to generate that amount. Okay, I won't be able. Always focus. Always focus. Ay, nako.